It's on.
Huh?
It's on.
Oh, is he live?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the one everyone's been talking about.
You gotta say hi to your fans before we go any further.
They have not seen you. Which I'm not even on here, so I don't know if anybody's talking or saying anything.
No, it hasn't. Hi guys, I'm Tiffany. Welcome to my quilting life. This is Thumper, and Thumper is throwing a meow meow fit. He is running all over the house going meow, meow. Come on. Meow. He is doing his meowing thing that he never did. Like literally the last, I don't know, I'd say 3 years now. The last 3 years, he's been more vocal than he ever has his whole entire life. This cat was never a talker or meower, you know. He just wanted to be pet and loved, and that was it. Everybody's saying hi to you, Thumper. Look, see in the chat, can you see it? Yeah, can you see it? Say hi, everybody. Wave, wave, wave.
He says, Mama, I am done.
He says, no, I want to play.
He's trying to bite your hand.
He wants to play. You want to play? Want to play? Want to play? Meow. 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 You gonna talk for everybody? Come on. Meow. Says, I don't meow when you're holding me, peoples.
Yeah. I don't do it on command.
It's not a command thing. But he does meow back at us when we meow at him. What, you gonna try to bite? Meow. I get you. Get you. All right, let's go. There you go. Oh, you're such a big boy. All right, so we just, we're waiting for people to find the live since I said I was going to do a live this morning. So here's we is. Let's see who's here for a minute.
Yeah, well, you get some people on there.
All right, looks like enough. All right, we got Michelle, Amy, Joy, Crystal, Gloria, Anita, Kim, Susan, Sherry, Lavetta, Tanya, Laura, Shirley, Tracy, Karen, Gloria, Diane, Donna, Icy Blue, Halo, and so many more. Sometimes once it starts scrolling faster when you guys jump in, then I can't see it all. Anyways, I got some mail to open, and I was just going to show you the stuff that I've done this week, which is barely anything. I know it's been like 2 weeks since I showed you things that I finished, but I really haven't finished much. So I'm working on what's on the wall. That needs to be the rows sewn together. And then also, that was yesterday, so Sunday. And then this one with the blocks that have the thingy in the middle, all I need to do is hang it in the closet for another year or so, because that's probably when I'll finally quilt it. But this one is ready for backing and to be quilted. A lot of times now, lately, for the last year, I've been hanging the backing fabric with the quilt. I choose it and then hang it with the quilt. It makes it a little bit easier for me to, because then I can just grab what I want and take it to the long arm when I feel like quilting. So this one and the one behind me, it's probably just going to sit. You never know. I might get it done or might not get it done. I don't know. Those things I cannot control. Then, obviously, if you missed it, my open gate box got, Oh. My open gate box got done. So if you haven't watched that, this is what I've completed in it. And I did have boo-boos, but guess what you can't see? Is my boo-boos. So this was my open gate project.
That is so awesome.
I think it turned out great. I put my hanging hooks on there, and in the video I show you how I do that, as well as a little bit more tips on, especially for little projects, binding. It's what I've been doing with all little projects for binding lately. And then this one has a stripe back. It kind of went perfect with it, honestly. Even though it's not the same colors, it still goes with it. But you can't tell unless I point it out to you. Here's a seam from my mess up, and here's a seam from my mess up, but Can you even see them? No, because they lined up pretty darn good. So there was that, and I quilted it with a, I don't even know if you could see it, but it's a feather drop. And I show the quilting in the video as well. Some of you like to see long arm quilting, so every now and then I can throw it in the long arm gate videos because it's a short amount of time to quilt. This literally took me 15 minutes to quilt. The second project I did that you guys never saw is I made a table runner out of some vintage panels that a singular panel that I cut into blocks. It was already kind of cut up. So I made this table runner. I got fuzz from Thumper on my face. So I made this table runner, and it has these 3 panels and then the end caps of what was the border fabric built onto it. But all that was on that was these. That's it. They're vintage. So from my vintage fabric pile, because I have vintage fabric stash as well, I found this pink. It's like a pinkish coral color, I would call it, which matched perfectly. And then in my regular fabric, I had this flower that looks great with it, like super perfect, because the flowers in this match the flowers that are in the vases. Weird, right? You know, all these different fabrics from all these different fabric lines, and you could put them together because they all have some, you know, one thing in common. This had the flowers in common, and this has the color in common. Same exact color, to be honest. So it worked out perfect. So here's the little table runner. Let me hold it a little closer so that you could see the vases. And then the backing I chose was another floral because guess what? Those flowers match the flowers that are inside the vases again, just the pink version ones. So this flower is the same as this flower. Really cool, huh? So this could be reversible. It could just lay on a table on this side because the pink coral color matches, or it can go on this side. And I only quilted it with a meander because I didn't want to like go around. I just wanted to get it done, honestly. I didn't want to like go around the flowers and make it all fancy and stuff. This one I just wanted to keep, you know, simple because back in the day, that's what they did was simple, right? So those are the projects that I have completed. Let's move on to mail. I can't even see who this is from. This one is from California. I don't have a.
You want me to open it for you?
No, I have a one of these things right here. I have a little this thing. A letter opener thing. Is that it? So this is a letter from a granddaughter to me, and apparently this granddaughter is 10 years old. So a granddaughter of a fan here says, "Dear Miss Groff, I want to thank you for the beautiful quilt you designed, pieced, and quilted. My great grandma," I'm not going to say the name because I try to keep these people, you know, safe. My great grandma gave it to me today for my 10th birthday present. I love it. I love pink. Thank you again." And then her little name. That's adorable. So I got a letter from my granddaughter, happy for the quilt that grandma bought for her. All right, next is, I don't know, what is this? This is from Nevada. Ooh, let's see. Got some postcards from a cruise. And even found a topographical postcard of Iceland. Ooh, really? Look, is that what it is right here? This one? Yeah,
Nobody knows you can
it's
come up.
3D.
Yeah, that would be the topographic.
Yep, look at that. So here's that one, the Iceland one. It's 3D.
They can see it shown on the camera.
This one says biking in Iceland, a relaxing and refreshing holiday. You want to hold it up close so they can see it?
Freezing cold and rain. Yeah.
I have no idea how to pronounce this. Brug, maybe? Brug. I don't even know. I have no idea. But that's what it is.
It's not English on it.
It's not English on it, no.
Let's say that.
And then we got a Norway one. Ooh. Norway. I don't even know how to say the words that are on here, but that's pretty awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh. This one's one of those, whatchamacallits. Ah, yeah, this is the observatory. This one is in Reykjavik, Iceland. I'm not even going to keep pronouncing it. It's in Iceland.
That's all you gotta say.
And this last one is Bergen. I don't know where Bergen is, but I'm going to assume it's either Iceland or Norway. It looks like the Norway map on the back from this one. See, there's this one with the map on the back.
Yeah.
So that's probably Norway.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome. So I got postcards from Norway and Iceland. That's great. You know who you are. Thank you. I love them. I gotta, put my wall back together. Rotate my postcards. See, I know I only have room for so many at a time. This one is lettered. It comes from Florida. Oh my goodness.
You just opened it and you can't get it open.
Yeah, I opened it not to get it open. I try to read them a little bit at first to see if they're personal or not. I don't really get letters as often as I get just packages. Yeah, this one's just a personally kind of one.
Okay, well then open the box. You don't need to see it there.
All right. Next is a box from Michigan? Yeah. Michigan. Or, yeah, that's what it would be. Looks like a box of randomness. Ooh, I love boxes of randomness. Let's see what's in this.
Yes.
Well, okay. There are 1, 2, 3 really wide zippers. 24-inch color lipstick zippers from By Annie. So there's 3 zippers. Oh, one is 30-inch and 2 are 24-inch. Look at that. So zippers.
Zippers.
I always need zippers. What is this? Fold over elastic. Ah. How do you fold over elastic? I don't know, but maybe I'll figure it out. That's by Annie. A little pouch for all of it to sit in. We'll just shove that in there. Ooh, what do we have here? Ooh, it's got hardware. It's to make round clasp pouches. Oh, like little coin purses. So here's a little coin purse pattern with the little clasp thing. That's cool. Huh. What else is in here? Oof. Everything, whatever's in this bag is falling out of it. This is a bag of just scrappy scraps and miscellaneous. Let's see. A block of the month little card with the little pattern on it. Creative Notions stuff. And it looks like fabric with double-sided whatever so that you can, cut it out and glue it on. Heat and bond stuff on it. So there's some fabric, lots of little fabrics with heat and bond in here. What is this? Hexagon set. Does not have the hexagons in it, but maybe it's in the box. We got some pieced stuff, which I'll add to my orphan block drawer because that's where I put all pieced stuff. And some matching fabric to that. And some random fabrics. Oh, this matches that fabric. That matches that. That matches that. So a lot of this matches all that. Maybe I could just throw it all together and make a table runner out of it. Because that would be the best thing to do, right? Instead of it sitting in an orphan block drawer for a year. But there's just scraps. More scraps. More scraps. Little squares. A piece of oh, this will make, I could just use this to make this little pouch thing.
You could.
It's just a little flannel square all by its lonesome. It can make a pouch. Got some 10-inch squares, it looks like here, and some miscellaneous. This stuff has heat and bond on it. Some of it does. Then some, we got some hourglasses in here. What else? Tone on tone square. Some green squares, some that. So mainly scraps. I don't mind scraps at all. Oh, look at more zipper. Somebody really liked hot pink zippers. So here's 3 yards, but I doubt that's the whole 3 yards. It's probably been sewn into, and it's got some zipper heads in it of Ham D'Amour's zipper tape. There's that. More scrap. Is this? Oh. Hey, this is the fabric that's in my postcard quilt. Guess what? I bet you this is the whole entire postcard quilt. Yep. This is the whole entire stuff. It was an open gate thing, and guess what? In my I keep all the little patterns from open gates. Don't know why. You could probably throw them away, but I keep every single one of them. I bet you if I dig through it, I can get the pattern for my postcard quilt and make another postcard quilt. This even looks like it's got the backing fabric included. So look at that. I can make another postcard quilt. It's just a wall hanging, technically.
You have no wall to hang it on.
But I have no wall to hang it on. Here, I'm going to put this back in there because that goes with that. I wonder if there's any more in there. We'll find more if there is. Here is embroidered bee borders. What? So this probably went with a quilt that made
Bee quilt?
a bee quilt. Here's an example of the use. And then it is the border fabric that has bees on it. That is adorable. Bees and flowers embroidered on the fabric. Adorable. a bag of scraps that all match. See, stuff like this, I have separated in my fabric room. I keep the bags of all the stuff together, and then I just take, when I feel like sewing something random, I take a bag and I sew it. Everything that's in here could be a table runner or 2 placemats or a wall hanging, you know, just from this bag right here. Here it looks like a started project. There's a bunch of beachy themed fabric that is in these blocks right here. Little sharks on that one. A star with a little shark in the corner. And another block. And another block. So I bet if I put what's here together, all this and all this, I could have a baby quilt. See why I keep my scraps together? So all this is probably enough to make a little baby quilt just right here. It's not in a bag, but I will try my best to keep it all together. I'll just put that in front of me so that it stays together. Here looks like another started project. What do we got in here? Blacks, whites, gray. Ooh, look, that's pretty. I like this.
That is nice. Is that black or is that dark green though?
It looks like navy blue.
Ah.
Yeah, that's a navy blue.
Come over here. It looks like a.
Yeah, because this is navy blue on this
Green.
too. Nope, it's navy blue. So here's like a bunch of strips.
It's a blue gray to me. It doesn't look navy. It looks blue gray on here. I don't know. You do better with colors than me though.
So there's some strips, and then there's some scraps, some more strips, and a whole stack of looks like 2.5-inch strips maybe. But some look bigger. Some of these look bigger, but some of them look like they're full length strips. Yeah, there's a red in here. Ah, I see what's going on here. So they were taking these and making blocks. So I'm gonna go through all this, keep it together, and make something out of this pile too. Because that's what I like to do, is make something out of the piles. A color chart for a block of the month. I wonder if all the block of the month stuff is in here. Yeah, here's a block of the month. Block of the month. That other paper somewhere in there said the block of the month stuff. Ooh, here is a circle. The block pattern. It kind of looks like my intertwined quilt. Is this more than one pattern here? It shows how to put it together, all the cuts, what piece goes where. Yep. Oh, and then there's another pattern. Oh, this is just a Valentine's Day version or such. Yeah. And you can put it together in the shape of a heart. Pretty cool. And make a heart-shaped one. All right. What is this? Ooh, we could make this one. I'm going to fold it together. Rainbow kitty cats.
Oh, that is cool. Look at that.
This takes 11 fat quarters, 3 yards of background, 5 yards of backing. I don't care about the backing at the moment, or the binding. So this just takes 11 fat quarters to make a 55.5. The glasses are on my head. 55.5 by 73.5 inch quilt. I need to make this. And then it also has, there's supposed to be a ruler that you use, but I don't have that, but I can figure it out with the rulers I have. This goes with that block of the month thing. Let's see, is this more of the block of the month? Nope, this is a Garden Blossom table runner. So it's a pattern for a table runner. It says how many of each what to cut and sew together. Drawstring bags by the Quilted Cow, little pattern. Honestly, these are like super cinch to make. The drawstring bags. All right, here is a pattern for a triangle slice quilt. That looks pretty interesting. I might want to make this one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And look at it, it has the pinwheels sticking out into the border.
I like that.
This one might be one that can be made, and it has a whatever. I don't know about getting the patterns though to you guys, because I don't know if Creative Notions, all these are Creative Notions patterns, by the way. I don't know if Creative Notions sells their patterns on the website separately, or if this is just stuff that comes in their boxes when you get their Creative Notion boxes. But I'll figure that out before I make anything on camera. Oh, that was just the wrappings to it. That's garbage. All right, then we got some fusible interfacing.
This is what was in the bag.
PLF 36, yeah. This is for, looks like clothing, ultra lightweight fabrics. I don't know. Whatever, it's some interfacing. Then we got some canvas, which I use for bags. It's a pretty blue. Some more canvas, which is a mustard yellow. Either way, I can use it in bags. It doesn't have to be pretty to go inside of a bag. And then a couple more squares that are of this little sharks and stingrays and blue fabric for this pile right here. Okay. So that is the end of all that.
There's sharks and stingrays on there?
Yeah, sharks and
Oh, yeah, I wanna
stingrays
see.
and little fishies.
Aw.
See, little stingrays, little fishies. So yeah, there's enough here to make a
That's
little small baby quilt, because there's some blocks already made. So I can make a small baby quilt with all that. And then the rest of everything, you know, when I take it all to my fabric room, if you guys are curious how this works, I press and figure out what's there from everything. And then if there's enough, I make something out of it. If there's not enough, then it just goes separated into all my different scrap piles. But like I said, there's enough here for something. There's enough in this bag for something. You know?
What's the name of the triangle quilt pattern?
The triangle slice quilt is triangle slice quilt. That's in big writing so I could read it. Using triangle slice block by Cindy Trolley. It's foundation paper pieced, but I wouldn't have to foundation paper piece it. I could probably figure out how to do it without foundation paper piecing. I want to make the cats, but I don't want to make the cats where there's no cat next to the cat. Like these have just nothing. Like it's a facing forward cat. Kind of like
the
just
middle one is the facing forward one.
Yeah, I don't want the singles. I just want all the ones
We'll
that are
make
like
it your
this.
own, then you can give the fans all the stuff.
Yeah,
You don't have to
'cause-
worry about the pattern.
Yeah. Yeah, I can make a kitty cat thing on my own. This is just a general idea about it, and it uses like 5-inch squares probably, which is a general usage size. It's this one, the circle to block quilt. This one is the one I would need the pattern for. It looks pretty simple though, honestly, but it looks really cool.
You could do it.
Yeah, I can definitely make that. All right, so there's all that.
Show them your done stuff again real quick before you get off.
Oh, and if you missed it in the beginning, here's the done stuff that I've completed because I didn't really do much on my own. I had a lot of client jobs to do. So here is the table runner with the vintage blocks that came off of what was left of a panel and the little border fabric that was on it on the sides. And I just creatively put it together. The backing fabric matches nicely with the binding. And just because this blue isn't on the front doesn't mean that these flowers don't match. And then my open gate one that I finished. If you haven't seen the video, go watch the video. Just because you don't get open gate video or open gate boxes doesn't mean you can't watch the videos. You know, because there's still tips and tricks or ways to do things. If you were curious about how something is done, those things are still in the videos. So if you were curious either way, watch the videos and see. It might not be for you, it might be for you, but I talk in them now. Because in the past, I never talked in them. Now I talk in all the open gate videos, which I find is more time consuming. Because when I didn't talk, I just worked and then made a video with music. But now I talk in them, and guess what? It takes longer to film them. This would have took me like, I don't know, 45 minutes to do, but because I filmed it and talked through it, it took a lot longer. All right. So there's that. So thank you guys, those that have sent mail and package. Thank you. You know who you are. And that's it. That's all I got, guys. Any questions or anything before I get out of here? I'm kind of curious about this fabric, if there's any matchingness to it, where I could find some little bee fabric to go with this border fabric. Or I can just cut it into squares. Add it with some blue, brown, and whatever.
They're saying they like the way you do them now where you talk to them. They like that.
Yeah. I kind of figured, because for years people said, well, how does that, you never said anything. I would like to hear it. Yeah, so I figured I would start talking in them. I try to save certain things, though, for me, Monique at Open Gate Quilts, because she does videos on it, gives you guys, you know, if it's under the information of the open gate boxes, you know, you can do all those things and join the Zoom monthly thing and figure out how things go or how to put it together or whatever. I try not to take too much of that away from her. So, but I've been doing the videos for her for almost 4 years, 3.5, almost 4 years now. So now I talk through them.
Do you have your backing picked out for your Halloween quilt?
For this, do I have backing picked out? No.
How about your other one?
No. And on the big one, no. I have 3 that all have the same fabric. Hold on 2 seconds. If you guys haven't watched my newest video shows you how to make this thing called floor tiles. See that? There's a floor tile right there. So I made this video. It's called Floor Tiles. You could look it up. It's under video section on my page. And this is pretty much all the same fabrics within all 3 of these quilts. Right here, I haven't chose a backing, but I do have five yards of this orange. So, I mean, I can use this orange on all 3 quilts. There's 5 yards of it.
That would work perfect.
You know,
so much orange.
This is 5 yards of a 108. So 2 of them I can get directly in the order. Actually, no, I could do all 3. If I hook this on my long arm in the 5 yards going from the top bar to the bottom and have the selvages running down the side, I can load all 3, because the one on the wall is 55 or 56-ish inches. The other one is 68 inches, I think. And this one is 82. So yeah, I could do all 3 of them on this backing fabric. Oh, I was going to sit anyway. But this is the only like orange one, and it kind of, even though it's not pumpkins, it kind of gives that, because pumpkins are on a vine, you know?
Oh, it'll
So
work. It'll work perfect.
it'll work perfect. And there's 5 yards of a 108 here, and it's continuous. So I just load it and quilt all 3 quilts with the same whatever, or I can make them different. It really wouldn't matter. But that's the best way to use.
You can quilt pumpkins on it because
I can quilt pumpkins. I know how to quilt pumpkins.
You do a very good job.
I made myself my own little panto paper of bats, skulls. What do I have?
Ghosts.
Scaredy cats, ghosts.
Yeah, that's right. The scaredy cats are on it.
There's more. There's more.
I don't know.
Either way, I have little pantos that I made so I can use the laser on the back of my machine, and I can insert, you know, Halloween themed stuff along the way. I would just have to load them all Cricut, and if I was to do directional, I would have to do everything sideways. So I would have to turn a panto the opposite way to have a straight up and down skull, which, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter as long as it gets quilted up. But yes, I have all 3 of these quilts to do. And this is actually perfect. 5 yards of it.
When quilting, what's the thing called to help you keep your lines of stitching equal distances apart? It hooks onto the needle shank.
Hooks onto the needle shank to keep stitches certain distances apart.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Are they talking about a walking foot with the bar on it? So there's
I don't know.
This machine doesn't have it, but there are walking foots like this that have a hole on one side of them and the other side, and you stick this bar in it that has a foot looking thing on it that you can adjust. So from the previous ones, I don't know what that's called, but it's a walking foot hooked to a little bar thing, because 2 of my machines have it. The Jukis do not. They don't have the ability to do that, but they do make them. So if you needed to keep it apart, I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's hooked to a walking foot. So you can look at the different walking foots for your machine and see. I know what you're talking about. That's what I used in the beginning when I first started quilting, was one of those. I totally forgot what they were called. I might actually even have one right here. Oops, wrong drawer. Is this the one? Nope, that's not the one. Oh, here it is, right here. Don't ask me what it's called. It's a walking foot, and it has this bar right here. And this bar can go in on either side like this, and you can put, you know, measure your distance from your previous stitch line to your new area, and then insert this bar and place it at that line. And then you use this on the previous stitch line to keep a straight line. Is this what you're talking about? Because this is just a walking foot, but I don't know what the part that goes on it is called.
Yeah, I said sorry, we don't know the name.
Yeah, I don't know the exact name, but just look up walking foots for your machine. I'm pretty sure these are available.
They're saying it's a bar guide.
A bar guide, there you go. But yeah, 2 of my machines use these. So, well, it fits those because they're the way they hook onto a whatchamacallit thing. Honestly, this might even fit on this machine. I mean, it has the thing and the hook thing, so it's pretty high. I don't know. I'm going to have to see. I'll leave it out. Anyway. All right. That's it. Any other questions? Where did I put the glasses?
We're about done. We got to get to work.
All right, guys. I'm going to go, and I got to sew this up, start the embroidery machine for Scott to run that through the day. I'm going to sew this, and then I had a crazy idea last night. So to get it out of my head, I got to finish this first, clean up my desk, so that I can try out this crazy idea that I had, see if it works. And if it does, maybe that's what I'll do on Thursday for breakfast at Tiffany's. But first, I got to see if it works. Because you know me and my crazy ideas. If it doesn't work, I can't show you. Instead, I just make something funny.
He does have crazy ideas.
But I do have crazy ideas, and most of the time they work. Like seeing this floor tile on the floor in a movie, and I was able to turn it into a video. So, you never know. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Bye. Later, Gator. See ya all.
Thursday.
Toodles.
See him on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, see you Thursday for breakfast at Tiffany's at 8 a.m.
Arizona time.
Arizona time. Don't forget. Yep.